Virus-killing Superdrug takes out colds, flu and HIV. This is in a local newspaper on today, August 14, 2011. And it's a report out of Boston. A prestigious American scientific lab may have found a cure for the common cold, flu, HIV and almost any other virus you can think of. It may sound like science fiction, but a virus-killing superdrug that homes in on infected cells and make them self-destruct has been created in the laboratory. A team of researchers at Massachusetts Institute of Technology's Lincoln Laboratory have designed a drug that can identify cells that have been infected by any type of virus, then kill those cells to terminate the infection. Its hit list includes human rhinoviruses, the bugs behind half of colds in adults and almost all colds in children, flu, polio, stomach bugs and deadly dengue fever. The drug known as Draco, for double-stranded RNA activated Caspus oligomericers, is also expected to zap measles and German measles, cold sores, rabies, several types of hemorrhagic fever, and even HIV, and could be on pharmacy shelves in 10 years' time. So the lead researcher said it's certainly possible that there are some viruses that we aren't able to treat, but we haven't found it yet. The discovery of antibiotics revolutionized the treatment of bacterial infections, and we hope that this will revolutionize the treatment of viral infections. There aren't many antiviral drugs out there at the moment. So Ryder is part of a team that has exploited cells' natural defense against infection. The drug works by targeting a type of RNA produced only in cells that has been infected by viruses. Because the technology is so broad spectrum, it could potentially also be used to combat outbreaks of new viruses, such as the 2003 SARS outbreak. So when viruses infect the body, they hijack cells' internal machinery to make copy after copy of themselves. Sounds like our consumerism business in the world, isn't it? And our media and our television. During this procedure, they create long double-stranded strings of genetic material, RNA. Our cells usually defend themselves by making proteins that latch onto the RNA and stop the virus from breeding. But many viruses can outsmart this defense system. Yes, it's like outsmarting the human's own intelligence, isn't it? So Ryder also harnessed a second natural process called apoptosis, in which disease cells commit suicide. We'll come back to that just now. The drug homes in on cells with double-stranded RNA, stop the infection in its tracks, and then kill the cells to finish off the infection. What is more, healthy cells remain untouched. In lab tests, Draco killed 15 viruses. Draco works so quickly that if taken early enough, it should stop any symptoms from appearing. Tests show it's also wards off viruses, meaning it could stop people from becoming ill in the first place. 10 years' time, remember, 10 years' time. When did we say equal money will be in place? 10 years' time. Do we then need all the heavy health situations in the world and medical personnel? You see, because with the equal money system, obviously, we are going to need a lot fewer doctors, a lot less doctors, and a lot fewer hospitals. And here is the stuff starting to happen that is going to make that possible 10 years' time. So, obviously because the drug is so effective or work in such an unusual way, it will take a while before we start with human tests. So, this is a fascinating thing, because what is interesting is, if you have studied the Destiny material, which unfortunately many of you haven't, you would have had the privilege to have listened to what Marduk had to say in his design of the DNA, RNA, and how the patterns were done. That he left a way for the human to get out. Obviously the way was equality and oneness. Furthermore, a fascinating thing, if you have been studying the Destiny material, you will be aware of it, is that when a person dies in their last breath, that in and out breath, which is eternity, they face themselves, and if they are infected, so to speak, that means they are not what is best for all, and they can't stand, they are not healthy, they commit suicide, they delete themselves. This is what happens to you if you leave this body. And as we have also indicated in several interviews, that the human body is a universe, and that every single cell is a universe, and that it could fit during the research all the beings in the universe in one single cell of a human being. And obviously that during the process, all the universes that were not moving within what was best for all was removed, and all was brought here, so that everyone can face what has been allowed. That obviously there was also a system placed in to make sure that no one can in any way intervene with what is busy happening. And that I am obviously irrelevant in all of this. I'm purely able to support those willing to support themselves, to help them realize themselves. But they have to do it. I can't do it for them. Each one must do it, and must do it obviously what's best for all. So here we have it. Interestingly enough, that this particular drug has been named Draco. And if you have studied the Destiny material, we have indicated that Marduk, the father of the DNA, RNA, was in fact draconian. So, is this coincidence? In a reality where everything is specific, nothing is coincidence. It's always designed. You will be facing, once this reality is cleaning itself up, that means with your death, you'll be facing yourself if you are infected and still able to spread the disease you have become. You will not continue, and you will delete yourself. You'll commit suicide, so to speak. The healthy ones amongst us will continue, and heaven and earth will emerge. That is, as we have reiterated so many times, your last life. This is the last life of every being that's moving through the physical, that's coming into it, and the same point will from hence on remain the same. If you come and you abuse, your end will be your last breath. Same process. So, the human virus is coming to an end, but it's happening at all dimensions, as above so below. And here we are now in the physical substance and all its multi-dimensions. The dimension of the virus is also now moving towards its established point in how it would bring about and support with a change to bring about what's best for all. Online in time, 10 years from now. If you hear me, prepare yourself. No one will save you. It is a very lengthy process to clean yourself out. Minimum 7 years, mostly will take longer. Join us at desteniiprocess and prepare yourself. Or, don't worry. All harm you can ever do will come to an end at this life with your last breath. Or you will change to that which do no harm, that which support all life in a way that is best for all. In fact, not just some light that shines and pretends to know it all. In fact, if you study destiny material, you'll realize that that in fact is substantial. And those incapable of realizing the obvious, that you must test something for yourself to see, that means you must test destiny tools for yourself to see how effective it really works. You have a little problem because your breath is not your own. We will not see you again. This is not a message of fear. This is a message that contains within it the absolute essence of what is really going on. You want to check it? Breathe in, breathe out, and leave your body. If you have no fear and you stand clear, your body won't die. But if you have, you'll not be able to leave your body. And so, if you can leave your body, you'll be able to investigate. The alternative is to investigate in this reality. You have enough dimensions, enough people, enough relationships, enough problems to investigate and correct. You don't need spirituality. You don't need religion. You need to sort out this world and all the beings that is here in a way that is best for all. Do so, and you will reap the rewards, which is yourself. You will birth yourself. Don't do it, not a problem. There will be a super bugger up waiting for you. And that's it. I mean, it's like, bloops, gone forever. Isn't it wonderful? You can't remember where you come from. So does it really matter where you're going? Join us at Destiny. Support the introduction of a system that will make it possible for everyone to actually investigate themselves and prepare for the birth of a new world. Join us at Equal Money. Make sure that you prove that you truly value life equally in all. Otherwise your life is worthless.